Yeah, I think he just didn't have command of his pitches. You know, he was working behind hitters. Didn't really get in sync with any of his pitches. You know, it's a funny game of momentum. You know, he walked the second hitter. It's a check swing on Morrison. It's once we didn't get that call, next thing you know, he threw a couple more balls. He walked him, and then Ugly hit a ball up real high on him. Pitch that not many people hit, but he got to it and hit it out, and it was kind of downhill from there.
I know that you don't know how he feels or anything, but was there anything to you that would indicate either it was rust or either it was?
I think rust is probably a good word. You know, he just wasn't sharp. You know, you know, his velocity was good. His you know, the angle on his breaking pitches were good, but he just wasn't throwing them for strikes, and it was making for a long night for him. It's just one of those games, you know, that you're going to go through, and you know, he was trying to find it. He was battling through it, but he just couldn't find it tonight.
Where would you put your level of concern?
I mean, you know, concern would be only about health, and I don't have any concern about that. He feels great. You know, feels strong. He's, you know, threw all of his pitches. He didn't hesitate to throw any of his pitches. You know, there was no concern then in that respect. You know, we just the Marlins got to him. You know, that's about all I can say.
The Marlins, they hooked the ball to left field quite a bit this game. What would you say about Willingham letting it go past him so many times defensively?
Well, yeah, they hit those balls pretty good. You know, one of them went out of the park, and you know, a couple of those balls were well hit balls. You know, very well hit balls. Ramirez and. You know, I think Helms hit one of them. You know, when the ball's hit on the line right at you like that, not too many times you're going to be able to make the play. It might look like from up there where you're at that it's at an angle that's at somebody, but those are the toughest balls. When they're hit hard right at you, you don't know whether to hold your ground or back up, and they were really not. I didn't feel like they were catchable balls. Well, you know, he's pitched against a couple times. He's always tough. You know, you look at his numbers that he's gone through for the season. I think he's given up very few home runs. He's got a lot of innings, less hits than innings pitched. In today's world, that's you know, you don't see a lot of starters in that situation. He's actually putting together a very good year. I mean, we don't know him, of course, you know, the ways we have seen Johnson so much, and Nolasco we've seen a lot. We don't know as much about him, but, you know, the few times we've seen him, he's been very good, and he was really good tonight. You know, he reaches back and he throws 93 when he wants to, and he pitches at 88 to 90 at times, changing speeds, cutting the ball, good breaking ball, change up. He had it all going.
Jim, did Steven even have good control of his fastball within the strike zone? We could tell with the change of the curveball.
No, he didn't. He didn't really have command of any of his pitches tonight, and you know, he was up. He threw a lot of balls up there around neck high, and a couple of them were swung at. But you know, unless you're got two strikes on a hitter, it's really not doing much good up there. And it just wasn't his night, as I said.
To follow that up, with young pitchers, how long is there any history in your mind of how long roughly it takes to get the rust off?
I think, yeah, I think he'll be okay. You know, I think he'll be better next time out. You know, it's been whatever 12 or 15 days since he warmed up for that game against Atlanta that we didn't let him start. You know, that's the adrenaline was flowing that day to go out and pitch. He just couldn't get loose, and so you know, you go 4 or 5 days before that. It's been about 19 days since he's been in the ball game. So you know, it's that kind of in between area where you could find some rust, and I think we did.
Less than from a physical standpoint, and more from a competitive standpoint, what you've seen when he has dealt with any kind of adversity. How would you expect him to come back out next time?
Yeah, I think he'll just come out and try to help his ball club win. You know, he's been very focused. All of his side work and all that kind of stuff has always been, you know, right in tune. Very, you know, learning mode with Steve McCaddy. You know, just I think he'll put this one behind him and go out there and just give us a better outing next time.
Is there a thought to him? He'd been so dominant, you know, probably so unusually dominant for a guy at this age, that when he has a start like this, it's easy to kind of look at this and sort of lose perspective of a rookie?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the big leagues, and these guys are trying to get you, and sometimes they're going to get you. And, you got to give the Marlins credit. They had some good at-bats. Ugla hit a couple balls, really, really tough pitches to hit, one for a home run, one for a double, that generally you wouldn't see those balls, you get the barrel of those balls. But, he's a good hitter, and he had a good night. But, like I said, you got to give the other ball club credit. But, yeah, we've raised the bar very high for Steven, and maybe unfairly, but he's I think he's going to be fine. He'll be better next time out.